What is up, guys? Drax6 Dude here, and we're here today playing some Destiny. I've got some tips and some tricks for you to play in the Archon Forge. I think that's a good topic for a video. I think we need to talk a little bit about that before we get into it. I want to get these bounties fulfilled. Do all the bounties you can, seriously. They really add up. You get a lot of good stuff from the vendors. I have Dead Orbit on my Hunter and the Vanguard. You get a lot of stuff. You also want to run with the Earth Engram so you can get more spin metal very easily. And it's you know what? One of the biggest tips is to find a room. Just find a room and just sit there. Wait for more people to show up. And if you find somebody just sitting there, like I just described, just hang around with them until there's more people. It really helps out when you get a lot more people. It's easily the funnest thing to do if you have a bunch of members to team up with. It's actually really fun to play. It's one of those new things that came out, and I'm really pumped about playing it. It's very fun, I have to admit. But kind of waiting for it's kind of a drag. So if you don't like waiting for shit, I'm sorry. It's basically that's what's gonna happen. Sometimes you can go through this room down there, and you'll be able to come out, and you'll be able to find like a room. It's said to have worked, but it don't work for me. So if it don't work for me, it might not work for you. So I'm not gonna give you any false hope. So I'm just gonna give you some tips. I would say whenever you're doing this, because you get a lot of engrams from this, don't come in with anything other than your primaries, just one set of weapons, like I usually do. I'm running with the Meta multi-tool. I have my Dreg's Promise, etc. Just things that you really need. I don't think you really need more than this.
Hit him hard.
Because you see, it makes it for easy gameplay.
One of the Splicer's most hallowed rituals. Well done.
It's really fun to play. I have to admit, it's very addictive once you start going. See, you can just get rid of these green ones. I don't want to get rid of my exotic. You just want to get rid of these green ones. You want to keep those blue ones. So because blue ones, the blue engrams are actually useful now because they can drop exotics if you pop a lot of them. It's always good to have a lot of those. So hopefully some of these tips and tricks are very helpful to you. And don't worry about getting Siva offerings. If you have one, usually they drop during this. See, there's one right over here. I got a fused. So, we're gonna run through this last one. Hopefully, this isn't boring and shit. Hopefully this will give you some tips on what to expect once you do get a team in here. It's really easy once you get more than 2 or 3 people. Actually, 2 or 3 people, it's actually quite easy. Some of the fused ones you can basically do by yourself. But it makes it quite easy for new players to pop in and play in. See this guy, he's gonna get locked out if he stays up there. Obviously. Makes I find it fun. I'm trying to keep this a little bit more interesting. I don't wanna bore you with tips that you may not be using. A lot of mine I like using. Obviously, I like using this type of ghost shell, where you could have a chance to find additional spin metal. Chance, you mean you always do get spin metal. Additional, you can get up to 3 extra when you loot an engram. That actually works on greens as well. Actually, it's really helpful when you want a bunch of spin metal. Actually, it's really helpful when you just need extra RP or rep for your faction. It keeps it quick and easy, and of course the you can also buy weapon parts that I use for ranking it up. Well, look at that. There's a blue right there.
We're almost through this. Keep fighting.
Come on. This is just a fused, so one smack will probably kill him. So as soon as it pops up, I'll kill him. Yeah, one kill. Look at that. Crazy. It's crazy to think about. Tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. If you have any more tips and tricks that you have that I may not know, please let me know. And he got a jagged purpose. That's never mind. That's the exotic quest. I already have that. Tell me what you guys think about that in the comments.